Hey, Anna. How are you doing today?
Jack, I am so good. I'm really good, actually. You know what happened this morning?
Tell me everything.
Okay, so I woke up early, which is already unusual for me.
Already surprised?
Right? And instead of just scrolling on my phone like I usually do, I actually went outside and took a walk by myself with no podcast, no music, just me and the birds.
Oh, wow. That's very peaceful, Anna.
It was. And I started thinking, I don't do that enough. I don't spend enough time doing the things I actually enjoy. And that's when I thought, okay, this is a sign.
A sign for what?
A sign that today's episode is perfect. Because today, guys, we are talking about one of the most common and most important conversation topics in English. We're talking about hobbies. We're talking about free time. We're answering the big question.
What do you like to do?
Exactly. And we are going to help you answer that question in a way that sounds natural, confident, and interesting. Not just, I like reading, but actually real conversation.
This one is for everyone. Whether you're meeting someone new, doing a job interview, making friends, this topic comes up all the time. So let's get into it.
Let's go.
All right, so let's start here. Why does this topic matter? Like, why is what do you like to do such a big deal in English?
Okay, so here's the thing. When people ask, what do you like to do? They're not really just asking about your hobbies. They're trying to connect with you. They want to find out who you are.
Right. It's like a little window into your personality.
Exactly. Think of it like this. Imagine you're at a party. You walk in and you don't know anyone. The first thing someone will say to you is not, what is your job title or what is your GPA? They say, so, what do you do for fun?
And if you freeze up, or if you just say, I don't know, that's a very awkward moment.
Very awkward. We've all been there.
So being able to talk about your hobbies, it's basically the key to unlocking real conversations. It moves you from small talk to actual connection.
I love that. The key to unlocking conversations. Here's my metaphor for today. Your hobbies are like your passport.
Oh, I like that.
When you travel, your passport opens doors, right? It gets you into new countries. When you talk about your hobbies, it opens doors into new friendships, new conversations, new opportunities. But if you don't know how to use it, you're stuck at the airport.
Stuck at the airport of awkward silence.
Exactly. So today, we're going to give you your passport and we're going to teach you how to use it.
Okay, tip number one, and this is such a common mistake, even advanced learners do this. Ready?
Ready.
When someone asks, what do you like to do? Most people just name the hobby. They say, I like reading. I like cooking. I like football. And then silence.
And the other person is like, okay, great. Now what?
Exactly. It's a dead end. The conversation just stops.
So the tip is don't just name it, describe it. Add a little bit more.
Okay, so let me tell you a quick story. When I first started learning Spanish years ago, someone asked me what my hobbies were. And I said, in my best Spanish, me gusta leer. I like to read. And the person went, oh, cool. And then just walked away.
Oh no, speaker one.
I know. And later I realized that answer gave them nothing to hold on to. There was no detail, no story, no emotion. It was like handing someone an empty box.
An empty box. I love that. So instead of I like reading, you could say what?
I love reading, especially mystery novels. There's something really satisfying about figuring out the ending before the character does.
See? Now I want to talk to you. Now I'm engaged. I might say, oh, do you have a favorite author? Or I love mysteries too.
Exactly. You gave them a hook. Think of it like a fishing hook. The more interesting details you add, the easier it is for the other person to grab on.
So the practical advice here is name your hobby Add one feeling or reason you love it, and then add one small detail. That's 3 ingredients: name, feeling, detail. Name, feeling, detail. Write that down, guys. Okay, tip number 2. And this one is my personal favorite because I see this so much with our listeners. What is it? People use very textbook English when talking about hobbies, and it sounds stiff, like a robot. Give me an example.
Okay, textbook English. I enjoy engaging in physical activities such as jogging and swimming. Real human English? I'm really into running. I try to go a few times a week.
Yeah, if someone says, I enjoy engaging in physical activities to me at a party, I'm backing away slowly.
Same. Okay, so let me tell you a quick story. I had a student, lovely person, very smart, and she was preparing for a job interview. And she practiced saying, "In my leisure time, I partake in culinary arts."
Oh no.
And I said, "Sweetie, what do you mean?" She said, "I cook." And I said, "Then say that. Say, I love cooking. I'm actually really into trying new recipes on weekends." Simple, warm, natural.
It's like the difference between wearing a tuxedo to a coffee date versus just wearing a nice sweater. Both are fine clothes, but one is way more comfortable for the situation.
Oh, I love that metaphor. So here are some natural phrases to use. Instead of I enjoy, try I'm really into, or I love, or I'm a big fan of. Instead of I participate in, say I do, or I play, or I go.
And instead of in my leisure time, just say when I have free time, or on weekends, or after work.
Small changes, huge difference.
All right, tip number 3. And this one is about something people forget completely when they're nervous.
Ooh, what is it?
Asking back. When someone asks you a question, you answer, and then you ask them the same thing, or something related.
Yes, because a conversation is a two-way street, not a one-way presentation.
Exactly. Okay, story time. When I first moved to a new city, I was so nervous about making friends. And I would go to social events and someone would ask me, "What do you like to do?" And I would spend 2 minutes talking about myself, my hobbies, my interests, my whole life story, and then just stop, just staring at them.
Oh, Brian.
And the person would just be like, "Oh, cool, nice to meet you," and walk away. And I could not figure out why. And then a friend told me, "Brian, you never ask anything back. You just talk and then go quiet."
That's such a common thing. When we're nervous or focused on speaking, we forget to listen and engage. Think of a conversation like a tennis match. You hit the ball, that's your answer. But then you have to hit it back to them. That's your question. If you just catch the ball and hold it, the game is over.
Exactly. So, some simple phrases to ask back. What about you? Or do you have any hobbies? Or are you into anything like that? Easy, natural, keeps the conversation alive.
And it shows the other person that you are interested in them, not just waiting for your turn to talk.
Which is honestly what good conversation is all about.
Okay, tip 4. And this one is short but super useful. Talk about how often you do your hobby.
Right, because this adds so much realness to what you're saying.
Here's a quick story. I was on a video call with a group of English learners once, and I asked everyone to share a hobby. And one guy said, "I like hiking." And another person in the group said, "Oh, wow, me too. When do you go?" And the first guy said, "Oh, I haven't gone in 3 years."
I mean, okay, technically still a hobby?
Look, no judgment. Life gets busy. But the point is, adding frequency makes your answer feel real and current. So instead of just saying, "I like hiking," say, "I go hiking maybe once or twice a month, usually on Sunday mornings."
And you don't have to be impressive. You don't have to say, "I do it every single day at 5 a.m. Just be honest.
Totally. Some great frequency phrases. I try to do it a few times a week. I usually do it on weekends. I do it whenever I get the chance. Or even, I used to do it more, but lately I've been pretty busy. That last one is so real. I feel that in my soul. And adding frequency is like putting a timestamp on a photo. It makes the memory feel real and present, not just a vague thing from the past. Tip number 5. And this one is important because I think a lot of people feel embarrassed about this. What is it? It's okay, more than okay, to say that you're a beginner at something or that you just started. A lot of learners feel like they need to sound like experts. Like if they say they like cooking, they better be a professional chef. Right, like suddenly the pressure's on. But honestly, saying you're just starting something is really attractive in a conversation because it shows curiosity, it shows growth, and it gives the other person a chance to help you or share what they know.
Exactly. Story time. A few months ago, I started learning to play the ukulele. And someone at a dinner party asked me about my hobbies. And I said, I recently started learning the ukulele. I'm terrible at it, but it makes me really happy.
And what happened?
3 people at that table lit up. 2 of them played guitar. 1 of them used to play ukulele. And suddenly, we're having this whole conversation. They're giving me tips, recommending YouTube channels, asking what songs I'm learning, all because I admitted I was a beginner.
That's so sweet. Vulnerability opens doors.
Think of it like this. When you say you're a beginner, you're not showing weakness. You're planting a seed, and other people water that seed with their own stories and knowledge.
So, useful phrases here. I recently got into, or I've just started learning, or I'm not great at it yet, but I really enjoy it, or it's something I'm trying to do more of.
All of those are gold, and all of them sound completely natural.
Okay, guys, it's time for our favorite part of the show.
The word tour.
This is where we slow things down. We pick some key words and phrases from today's episode, and we explain them simply so you can use them yourself.
Let's do it. Pin number 1. I'm really into, noun or verb ing. Definition. A casual, natural way to say you love something or are very interested in it. Example 1. I'm really into photography right now. I take my camera everywhere. Example 2. She's really into yoga. She goes almost every morning. Pin number 2. Free time. Definition. The time when you are not working or studying, time for yourself. Example 1. What do you do in your free time? Example 2. I don't have much free time these days, but when I do, I like to paint. Pin number 3. I try to, verb. Definition. Used to say something is your goal or effort, even if you don't always succeed. Example 1. I try to read at least 1 book a month. Example 2. He tries to go to the gym 3 times a week, but it doesn't always happen. Pin number 4. I recently got into, noun or verb ing. Definition. A natural phrase meaning you started something not long ago. Example 1. I recently got into cooking. I made pasta from scratch last week. Example 2. She recently got into hiking, and now she goes every weekend. Pin number 5. Whenever I get the chance.
All right, we are coming to the end of today's episode, and before we say goodbye, we want to give you some real things you can do today.
Yes, because knowledge without action is just entertainment.
That's deep, Speaker 2.
I know. Okay, action step 1. Write down 3 hobbies or interests you have. Doesn't matter how small. Watching cooking videos counts. Organizing your closet counts. Just write them down.
Action step 2, for each hobby, practice the 3-ingredient answer. Name, feeling, detail. Say it out loud, in English, even if no one is listening.
Especially if no one is listening, that's the best time to practice.
Action step 3, find one person today, a coworker, a classmate, a family member, and ask them, what do you like to do in your free time? Just try it, see what happens.
And action step 4, come to our comment section or wherever you're listening and answer this question for us.
What is one hobby or interest you have, and why do you love it? Write it in English. Use what you learned today.
We read every single comment, everyone, and we love hearing from you.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for spending this time with us. You are doing something really wonderful by learning English. It takes courage, it takes patience.
And it takes showing up, which you did today, so give yourself some credit.
We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep talking, keep learning, and remember,
Every conversation is a chance to grow. Bye, everyone.
bye.